epic as the cinematics. The prophet also tells Thrall to save his people, he'll need to travel west to Kalimdor and leave the eastern kingdoms behind. Thrall takes the prophet's words to heart and orders the clans to set a sail. Unfortunately, an orc by the name of Hellscream is nowhere to be found, and we're not leaving without this guy. This was a good next step for the prologue, and even though some might not like the basic build a base, produce X units, it works well here since it adds to the pacing of the game. I was not kidding when I said this game was long, especially with the Frozen Throne expansion. It's why I threw out the notion of the epic, a story of voyage and adventure. Having this prologue and warming up to the absolute crazy interdimensional hellscape apocalypse that's coming, it's a great direction. Another cool implementation the developers added was the day-night cycle. It's less impactful for the orcs, but for night elves it's super useful. Even without any buffs, I enjoyed the cycle since it again plays into the actual world we're inhabiting and playing through. We build up a grunt army and storm the humans' defenses, finding Hellscream momentarily captured.
I'm fine, little brother. Luckily, they only injured my pride.
A swift jailbreak ensues and Hellscream has the good idea to commandeer the human ships for our trip to Kalimdor. Unfortunately, it's not the easiest trip, and the stolen ships are beset by the open sea's sudden, fierce storms. To stop any more damage to them, Thrall orders the clans to seek shelter in a cove nearby. I also found it interesting that they have Northrend on the map and the Maelstrom, which in classic WoW neither were there. Did the cartographers forget to add them, or was this purely for the expansion's sake? Regardless, we're not in Kansas anymore. Our ships are foobarred and the storm is not settling. We do meet a tribe of trolls led by Sen'jin, who informs us that humans have colonized the island. That's not a great thing for Thrall for two reasons. One, more resistance when we're almost sunk is not easy to approach. Secondly, the humans could easily send a raven or mage to convey to Lordaeron that the orcs were on the move, thus more reinforcements would be sent. We set up base and do our normal starting plays. Another great aspect of Warcraft 3's main campaigns are the side quests, which I barely remember. I really enjoyed this mechanic since it made the player engage with lots of the enemies for the chance at items or gear progression. Not only are you leveling heroes that have ability progressions and tangible power scaling, you're also accomplishing feats outside the main quest, which if anyone's played WoW, completing a quest is a dopamine rush. Sometimes you'll get unique dialogue and cutscenes for completing optional quests, which expands on the character's lore and world history. This reward was neat since after cleansing the fountain, you get free heals for the rest of the mission, which is I think the only way to heal grunts at this time apart from wards. We take on the human encampment easily, I swear even one siege weapon does the trick. But a familiar foe appears. I swear I've murdered 1,000,000 murlocs in Red Ridge in my lifetime.
The fish creatures have come to take us away. Your meddling magics will no longer interfere with our plans, Land Dweller.
The murlocs and some sinister magic behind them capture Thrall, Sen'jin, and most of the raiding